Hello and welcome to our worship for this Sunday morning. I found this week difficult. Anxiety levels high, concentration has been difficult. So I thought I'd come out for a walk this morning and just see if I can lose some of the tension. So here I am, walking up Stump Lane. Sun's out, rain has gone off. So it's lovely and sunny this morning, but it's quite chilly. Not much warmth in the sun. And we've had a lot of rain the last day or two, which is perhaps fitting when we look at our reading today, which is from the book of Jonah. Now, Jonah is one of those stories that we find in the Bible which is really just a story, and it was a story that was told to Jewish children at Yom Kippur, and it's a story that we all know so well, isn't it? It's about being called and about following. God calls to Jonah and tells him to go to the city of Nineveh and to tell the people there in Nineveh that they are all being rather naughty and they need to stop living in a sinful way and turn back to following God's rules. Yes, for some reason Jonah didn't immediately want to do that. He pulled away from God. He actually went in the opposite direction. I wonder how you would feel if God called you to do something like that. Just imagine it, you live in Gloucester and one day God says to you, look, see that city down there, Bristol? They're all not doing what I want them to do. I want you to go and tell them that they need to mend their ways. I'm not sure that you would be immediately jumping into your car to drive down and make an appointment with the mayor. So I think we can have some sympathy with Jonah over that. So we all know the story. Jonah tries to escape God by setting out on a ship bound for Tarshish. A great storm blew up and Jonah was in fear of his life. He was thrown overboard, where he was eaten by a great fish. Eventually he is spewed out by the fish onto land after praying to God from inside the fish. So as I said, I'm sure we can all sympathise with Jonah, with what he was asked to do. But of course, God does call us sometimes to do things that we don't want to do. And as Methodists, we recognise that when we say our covenant prayer. We say, Christ has many services to be done. Some are easy and others are difficult. We can try to avoid the difficult things, but as Jonah soon learns, you can't avoid and run away from God forever. One of the things that Joe Biden talked about in his address was truth and the importance of truth. I think we saw from the events at the Capitol a few days earlier the dangers that can happen when you encourage people to believe something that isn't necessarily true. Truth is important for our society. Jesus talked a lot about truth and the need for truth. He tells us, for example, that truth sets us free. Truth and justice go hand in hand. Yes, there are some truths that are relative. I might say I feel cold, and you might say, no, it's not that cold, I feel quite warm. Both are true, and that's relative truth. But there are absolute truths as well, where the facts are incontrovertible. And encouraging people to believe something that is not true is an absolute evil in our society. As we choose to follow Jesus, we have to choose the truth. We have to choose justice. We have to choose love of our neighbour, love even of our enemy. We cannot just dismiss our enemies and not listen to them. We need to love them, and that means listening to them as well. We need to talk and communicate with truth and justice. So I hope you enjoy our worship this morning, and every blessing to you. Amen.